What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild. I just wasn't even aware. I was around at the time. You know, this is actually pretty good timing for me. I would have been up for many hours before this trade happened, but I just didn't think to look at the NFL, and yeah, the old Sam Darnold is now a Carolina Panther. I would assume there's a lot of Panthers fans that are probably like, yeah, man, I don't know, but I would assume also, as the Niners traded up, a lot of Panthers fans are like, oh, well, I mean, GG, unless we trade up to number 4, which is just not going to happen, right? Like, there's no way. I mean, the best chance would be 5 and hope the Falcons don't, take the final of the 4. But I suppose you keep your first-round pick. Maybe he gave a little bit too much for Darnold. I mean, there are a lot of questions. Like, he didn't play in general a lot of times. He played for the Jets in general. Speaking of, the receiving weapons are bad there. The O-line's bad there. There's a lot to, give excuse for to Darnold, so you never know. You never know, but that's the whole point. You never know. We're about to find out. Of course, we signed a bunch of the names that they signed. I thought Hassan Reddick was way higher than they actually paid. They kind of got him on a steal, of course. We'll probably have to actually re-sign him. I know there's, voidable years. I'm going to ignore all that. I'm just going to re-sign him like normal if we want to keep him. Overall, though, the team, definitely a lot of needs. Pick number, 8? Interesting. Was it pick 7 or pick 8? I don't even know, but it's an interesting spot. I feel like they're going to get cucked. I really do. I feel like they're about to get cucked. But overall, the receiving options, not bad. Obviously, they lost Curtis Samuel in free agency. They got, they added some names. You got Elfline coming at left guard in a little bit. Could use a tackle. Maybe that's where they go in the first round now with quarterback. I wouldn't say solved, but quarterback kind of allocated, right? Corner could be nice. That could be one of their higher picks. Linebacker, I don't think Parsons is going to be there, but he could. Obviously, Shaq Thompson should be back from injury. They got Perriman as a 1-year tester. They got Hassan Reddick. Maybe don't need linebacker as much, but we'll obviously see. This is going to be an interesting one. Darnold is at a point where he's a normal dev. If he plays well, but he doesn't get dev ups or awards or whatnot, which he unlikely will, we may have to boost his overall. I don't like doing that, but in Madden throughout the regular season, EA can just bump a guy from a 70 to a 90 through one season IRL. We can't do that. You can't just have a really good season and become a god. It's not something I'm going to knock him for. It'd be very hard to have dynamic overalls. It would probably hurt more than it would help. But that's why we have this realm to do that in. So of course, with the college players, the number 1 pick I think would be Kyle Pitts, but it's unlikely he gets past 5, so unless you want to make a trade-up, which I just don't think is a good idea, it may come down a corner. I don't know if they signed a corner. I looked at it. Didn't seem like they did. I think this team should draft corner in the first, and then maybe tight end in the second. We'll see, though. This is what our board looks like right now. Maybe tackle if Slater, is looking good. Jamar Chase will be gone. Don't really need a wide receiver, but obviously if he was there, best available pick, perhaps. I'm just saying. But yeah, let's get into it as we've had our little intro, we've had our fun. This is where the sadness has begun. I don't know. So I don't remember, but I would assume they picked up Darnold's 5th year, right? I assume they pick up the 5th year option. Maybe they should have waited till the draft to trade for him, but I think they're pretty set in stone that they're like, yeah, we aren't going to get one of the top 4, so let's just do this now. Yes, but no for DJ Moore. Just, we'll get him for cheaper in the long run anyways. Get him locked up now. I don't want to lose him and Curtis. And, yeah, just speaking of losing, I don't want to lose you. So maybe think about subscribing. I don't know how liking would help, but it would make me feel better. And I don't want to lose my happiness. I don't know. All right, here it is. How realistic are we going to see things happen? All right, so far, so good. Fields at 3, not Trey Lance. The Falcons likely to take Pitts here. Could actually happen in real life. Let's see it. Surtain. Is it Surtain or Surtain? Who cares? This is Pitts. All right, so we're now sitting at 8. Still, Sewell could go to the Lions, actually. I would expect wider. Scam if Slater's gone, dude. Okay, so in this mock, apparently Jamar Chase is still there. Just not going to happen. It could. It's just not going to, though. The Panthers are in an okay spot, right? They have the shot to make a play. But man, oh man, would having a tackle like Slater be a great, great thing to do. I would love to get a corner, but we have other options. We could get Newsome in the start of the second, make a trade up perhaps to grab Brevin Jordan. I think you can't pass up on Slater. You hope for a franchise tackle. You get a franchise tackle. You get Moton or Moton. It's going to be some weird name. Every damn time I say a name, you're like, actually, it's Mutwain. It's like, come on, dude. No, it's not. Stop it. Of course, Greg Newsome is gone, unfortunately. Dylan Moses is still there. Don't really need linebacker that much. I kind of had that on my list, perhaps. But Brevin at number 7. Is that going to happen? And I get it. I rhymed. Cool, man. If Pat's at early second, surely Brevin should be there. If he's not at 7, I'm going to be so sad. And is Najee still there? Actually, he's probably gone. But this is usually where... did the Falcons take him again? The Falcons always take Travis Etienne. I don't know if they did here, but I think the clear cut is Brevin Jordan. Panthers haven't had a good tight end since, quote-unquote, prime Greg Olsen. Time to get a new Greg Olsen and then some. Oh, we reached by 3 picks. We only got a super fast 21-year-old star plus development tight end. Damn, next time we gotta stop reaching. Come on, dude. Of course, Paris Ford would be likely the next choice I would like to have, which would be an insane class. Let's see if we can do it. He is there. In many classes, we've had him as hidden. I think he's normal in this one. I think he's hidden in this one. Okay, so we're crushing the draft at this point in time. Yeah, this is something. And I have another video, which is ironically timed, of coming up. Ooh, Baron Browning, though. I have another video coming up, which has pretty good timing that I mentioned. I was like, oh, this is the last time we're going to use the class. I kind of came up with this rebuild last second, so it's safe to say that this will be the last time we use that class, okay? And he's still there. The question is, let's take a look at the overall consensus of to where Baron Browning will be taken. So the majority of like mock drafts, like there's this website that like kind of pulls up like the tons of mock drafts from different websites, and the majority of them say round 3 to 4. So I am going to be taking him here in the top of the 4th, and he is hidden. Now, I don't know if he actually should be hidden. I think I might actually drop him to normal. The main reason why I brought up the name Baron Browning is I have seen him in other classes, so I feel like it's kind of an unfair advantage. Although you can make the argument that normal to star is a very easy dev to get, so him going down normal and then getting star with free XP may even be better for us, but I think it's a little too OP to have, you know, all these different hidden players because of past drafts. You know, people aren't being super, like, if we take Marco Wilson here and he's freaking hidden, dude. Okay, he's not hidden, but I still needed a corner. That's what I took. 7th rounder. This team need a fullback or a kicker? Let's take a look if we need a punter or a kicker. Come on, dog. So we look like we have a fullback, and it looks like we are missing a kicker. So 7th round kicker sounds good to me. I don't know who the hell's here. I don't want to cheese it because I think what's his name? Norden is the. The thing is, I don't know if these guys are even kickers. Like bench press 12. Seems like a very high bench press. Like what's the guy's kick power? 99. Keith Duncan is going to be our kicker. 71 overall, and oh my god. I'm going to go on a limb and say he probably like changed some of the ratings, but just did not change kick power. Like you just can't, like you're not even a projected kicker probably if you don't at least kick in the 90s, right? Like 85 kick power in Madden is like the equivalency of like barely being able to hit like a 45-yard kick. What are you, Adam Vinatieri, 20 years from now? I might actually have to start like editing each class. I don't think it matters actually that much. But whenever we're drafting a kicker, I'm going to make sure they're always a 90 kick power. So 90 kick power, fair enough. And then the rest, you know, we got some starters. Baron Browning, like I said, I don't want everyone to be hidden. And I know you're probably like, well, he's hidden though. Just let him have it. It's like, nah, dude. We're going to go with normal development trade anyways. And I'm happy with everything else. I don't even know what Slater's dev is, but it's at least star. He's a high overall. I'm not mad. All right, the first actual season, not looking terrible, right? 79 overall. It's okay. McCaffrey, 98 overall. Okay, so, I mean, I'm assuming with the money, they're paying a lot for Darnold. They're paying a lot for Teddy. I feel like they may start Teddy Bridgewater over Darnold, but this is a Darnold rebuild, so it is what it is. We're gonna go with Darnold. That's all I've got. I don't have any other excuse. Hey, maybe we do have a number 2 corner. Troy Pride gets the star, and he gets 20K. All right, Robbie Anderson wants a contract. I don't know how well he's playing, but he's always he's been pretty decent for him, so I'm gonna give him the 4-year 62. Taylor, the tackle, I think they should just give him the 5-year. I'm not really sure why they didn't just sign him long-term. Tackles are hard to get. And then DJ Moore wants a 4-year. I'm going to give him a 6-year. I'm going to lock him in long-term. And we still have, okay, maybe not. And we still have money to spare. Hassan Reddick, that's too much, dude. That's just too much. Dante Jackson, once again, corners, especially as fast as him. Not easy to get. He's like the only decent corner we have now. Maybe Troy Pride can do something, but pretty much the only decent corner we had before Troy Pride, so I think that makes a lot of sense. Just got to re-sign more, and then obviously, I mean, we can't keep Hassan Reddick. That's just too expensive. Yo, they try to give Troy Pride a second dev up. Jeez. All right, here we are, heads to the playoffs. And the reason why I say here we are is because we actually had a pretty decent season, but we didn't make the playoffs. 9-7, not a bad record at all. Had a couple of losses near the end. Panthers are definitely a team that could surprise a few people, of course. We don't have the 17 games like we're supposed to have, but obviously there's literally nothing we can do about that. Not bad, though, 9-7. And like I said, Darnold! Okay, so, yeah, we're going to have to upgrade him. I think with a season like that, realistically, EA would put him up to the 90s right away. But I'm not going to go that crazy. I think we're going to allow him to be star, and we're probably going to boost him to a 70, like an 84 overall. Robbie Anderson should be a superstar. DJ Moore could be an X factor. Brevin Jordan, not bad. O-line was okay. Slater kind of got destroyed, but he's a rookie. Burns with 10.5. Reddick, who didn't really play pass rush, but he kind of played like all over the field, 7.5. Of course, looking at these guys, decent. I think we're going to re-sign Hassan Reddick to a 5-year, but we're going to edit it down to a 4-year 48. I think a 4-year 48 is totally fair. A 5-year 80, not a hope. No shot, dude. And Darnold didn't win MVP, which is really surprising to me, but still a really good year, obviously. Fields is Rookie of the Year. Of course, we got cucked quite a bit. Anderson, best wide receiver. Obviously, Darnold's going to be star, right? Like, obviously. So I'm going to upgrade Darnold right now in his overall. If you want to complain about it, you don't have to watch. It's up to you, man. But you can't tell me with that kind of season he's going to just stay at this overall. Of course, with these types of rebuilds, we usually do, follow it. Or follow through with it. So if Darnold starts playing really poorly, is his overall or his awareness really bad? If Darnold starts playing really poorly, we'll end up actually dropping him. So if that happens, that happens. Let's just upgrade his overall or his awareness to 89, 90. 90 awareness should be good. We got that 1 year. I mean, this is going to cost us a lot if we want to keep him. Obviously, for right now, we're not going to do anything about that. But Sam Darnold. Okay. Sam Darnold looking pretty damn good there. Let's take a look at any potential dev-ups. Raiders. Interesting name drop. Raiders versus the Cowboys. The Raiders are a very interesting team. Love to see what happens with them. Obviously, Sam Darnold's going to go up in dev. Robbie goes to superstar. Unfortunately, DJ doesn't go to X Factor, but still is really nice. Dev up that we got. Dev up, because we didn't have more than one dev up. Burns goes to X Factor, which is really cool. I'll take that. No cornerback dev ups. No D-line dev ups outside of Burns. Brownie didn't go up in dev. That was kind of a loss. He did go up in 4 overalls. He wasn't a 70 overall before. Hassan Reddick, obviously, deserved star. Got to star. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't, the best season defensively, but offensively we got a lot done. It was a very productive season. It wasn't the offense that let the team down for the playoffs, I'll tell you that. And as far as Hassan Reddick, he's actually kind of asking for, kind of similar, not exactly, but kind of close to what we were offering. Oh, we are broke. I don't know if we can get rid of Teddy Bridgewater just yet, but I'm going to tag Reddick, and then once again, we're going to edit that to a 4-year 48. Which I think is fair. We have him in coverage. He's just, he's just blitzing every once in a while. So he played, he was very valuable, but he doesn't deserve more than, 12 per year we're offering. That's very solid. That's very fair. The real question is, though, Teddy, we can. Teddy Bridgewater, I think, is definitely a tradable piece. 3rd round pick, probably. 3rd, 4th round pick, maybe. But yeah, team's in a really good spot already. Obviously, we're hoping Darnold can keep that up, because if he does, then we get to keep him in that overall, maybe even boost him again. But obviously, if he sucks, then we're going to have to drop him, so it's going to be a give and take as far as these guys go. Jermaine Carter would be nice to keep, but we just can't afford too much. We kind of blew through the money. I got to see if there's anyone we can get rid of. There's got to be somebody, right? Because right now we're negative in cap, which just doesn't seem like the Panthers should be, right? We did pay some wide receivers, I will say, so maybe it does make sense in the end. Yeah, there's really not much we can do outside of Teddy. Obviously, Teddy getting traded and then Hassan Reddick being adjusted should save like 25-ish mil, so that's not terrible. But yeah, I mean, it's still kind of scary. I'd say for a $48 million deal, for him to accept that, it would be pretty much mainly guaranteed. I think this would be kind of fair, right? This seems like a very realistic contract. 16 mil base salary with a 32 mil signing. Now we've got to find a team that can actually afford Teddy, and the team that's, I'd like a high first round or a third round pick, right? Like Teddy, I think is worth a third at this point. The Bears, they have Trubisky. Oh, they're willing to do that, right? It's decently high. I'm willing to do it. They're willing to do it. Screw it. It's a very Bears move, right? And with all those moves, we have 30 mil in cap, but we are also negative 91 mil in funds. I do not want to spend too much money. Roquan Smith, speaking of the Bears, looking solid. I don't want to spend too much money. I only want to spend on players we absolutely need, or like a one-year rental that could maybe push us over the edge to make the playoffs. But as of right now, I'm not really seeing anything I'm willing to spend too much money on. Troy Pride is a 78 overall. Doesn't mean we won't look at corner, but it means that maybe it's not as big of a need now. Linebacker, could maybe look at that. Baker's not a bad choice. Guard, definitely one of the things. So let's see if there's any guards around. But yeah, we have a lot of players that are, kind of set to be the starters on the team. We just gotta develop them a little bit more. This is a tougher one. Brian Burns, freaking hell. I don't remember what his overall was. I should have looked first. Yeah, we're going to end the 5th year. I think we're screwed no matter what. Please tell me he's like very close to the 90s or already in the 90s. If he's not, I'm going to be very sad. Please tell me he is. Okay, yeah, that it doesn't matter. The 92 overall, you're paying near max anyways. If we can even afford him, at least we'll get one more year out of him, I suppose. As far as reasons go, we pretty much got backups, but a guy like Penny isn't the worst name to get. I think it was like a 3-year 10. I can't remember. 3-year 12. But here we go. I mean, there is one option. Let me look at our guards before I do anything. Our interior is getting old, so maybe we do trade up for this guy. But they mentioned him as a guy that was moving up the board, and we've had a lot of success. My guess is he's probably star, which I would say is fair. Josh Wayne is a red interest. I mean, even unless he's an X Factor, probably not worth it. Dunlap is literally pick number 1. And then we're getting everything coming up. But the guard they were talking about, he was moving up quite a bit on the board. So unless he's there at 10, I'm just not going to do it. I love how I put Bowen on the list, put him on my tag. I was like, yeah, maybe he slips. Yeah, he goes number 4. Nice. There is also an okay defensive tackle a little bit later. So I don't know. Oh, man, this guard is like, he's promising. He's very promising. Wait, Taylor Dunlap. This is the guy that was supposed to go number 1. I don't think we really need him. Nah, he would go number 1 in real life. They talked about him being the clear-cut number 1 and all this stuff. So this is the DT. I mean, he's very fast, actually, and he's projected a first-round talent. But here's the guard, Lucas Devlin, 21 years old, looks really good with the skills. I'm going to see what it takes by our trade website's logic to go from 18 to 10. We'd have to give up 72 and 82 to move up to 10 for a guy that very well could be just literally star. We need a D. Nah, I can't, dude. If he's superstar, I'll be kind of mad, but it is what it is. And they don't take him. He's still there. The Vikings now, 18 to 12. How much does that cost? I think you could remove one of the thirds and turn into a 4th. We need the DT as well. Yeah, he goes there, 74 overall. He's probably worth it. I just hope the DT's there. I don't know how good the DT is. What else do we have? We have Mitch Donaldson. We have this wide receiver. Don't really need a wide receiver. He looks insane. We also have Vernon Ruggs. Don't need linebacker as much. We also have this insane-looking corner who could be very good and it's probably like a can't-miss type, but If the DT's there, which it appears he is, I think you have to. Just based on need, based on how good he looks, and he is 21, so Joseph Dukes, please. Okay, 77 overall normal. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are like this. I'm cool with it. That's a good pick. We made a good selection. The question is, can we make a trade up for any of the other talented players? I don't even know if there's going to be someone here worthy. So the corner's gone. You have a safety. I kind of just put these guys on the list. Maybe one of them had man coverage. This guy looks all right. Mid-third. Start of the third, maybe you make a play. This guy looked like a can't miss, and I think he probably is. But we have our 2 top guys signed. He's not going to get that much burn for us. I think you just trade. I think we just move down to the start of the third. I should have looked at where that pass rusher was going to go. I'm not saying we need him, but a third-round pass rusher looking as good as that, you probably make the play, and damn it. We do have a center as well. How old is he? 21. I think we're going to trade up to 1 and 2 here. I mean, I don't hate what we did, right? I don't think it's that bad. We would have lost these 2 picks. I don't know what we can actually do to get up here, but it shouldn't cost that much. Like what, a 5th maybe? They say it's pretty fair. Let's see if they accept it. They do. No, we don't really have much to go on. Oh, we can't go this pick. I don't know if I want to trade up to the Giants, so we're going to first take the player. Who do we need the most? Probably the center. I'm going to go with the center. Howard, 70 overall normal. That's an L, dude. He's probably going to be a plug-and-play, though. And then hopefully they don't take the corner. They don't. This is going to be an L anyways, but we'll try it. So we give them 82, a 5th next, and a 6th this to move up to 3. It's a bit of a jump. It's a little bit bigger of a jump, and we are a little bit further away, but it's fair enough. It's close enough. We don't really have anything else as good there. This is a bit of a reach. Those words are reminiscing in my head. I don't even think reminiscing is the word I want to use here. Maybe even make the argument that this Orr guy could be just as good. Of course, the talent projection's a little bit worse. Screw it, we're going to take him. Felix Mentor. And he's hidden. That I was getting ready to trade that down. The only thing that made me not trade it down is, 1, we already had our DTs, and 2, the guy with really good bench press was 23. So I was just like, Plus, in theory, we could probably still get him. I'm not going to make a crazy play, though. I'm happy with what we got. We had a pretty good draft. And we pretty much keep everything for next year. Obviously, though, I want to see what overall what's his guy is. And in this one, I don't think we're going to look at the cornerback dev, because if he is superstar, I would definitely want to start him over number 2. Actually, you know what? I am actually going to look. The reason why we're going to trade up here. The reason why I am going to look is because we're not going to start him anyways. Troy Pride's a pretty solid player. It would be, it's already kind of unrealistic for Teddy to not at least have the most likely chance to start. But, this random rookie corner starting over Troy Pride, who was getting lots of looks from the coaches, it just wouldn't make any sense. Marcus Hubbard, this could actually be a steal. We'll see. And it's not. All these guys with their great combines, they trick me. They're terrible. Literally every time. And yeah, we only landed 1 hit. Oh, God. We only landed 1 hidden. But our DT was obviously very good. It wasn't a sell of a draft. I actually think we did pretty damn well. Let's take a look at Mentor. He's likely to be star, but that would be clutch if he's superstar. It'd be very interesting to see what we do with Troy Pride if he is. And he is only star, so I don't really mind looking, because obviously with star, he's definitely not going to start this season, if he even had a chance before. So Devlin, hidden? Is hidden. Little raw, but he looks pretty damn good. Let's see, did we sell or not? Obviously, we would have had to trade up a lot anyways, but Lucas Devlin and superstar. I mean, the center we got wasn't great. The corner was pretty solid. Obviously, star for a corner is great. He's young. But the DT, I mean, that was an immediate need. It's a tough one. We would have traded up 2/3. Maybe it would have been worth it in the end. Maybe we should have. But ultimately, I don't think either route would have been necessarily much better than the other. I think it was a good draft, all things considered. All right, year 2 roster. Obviously, we had a really good year 1. Even though DJ Moore is the higher overall, Robbie still deserves to be the number 1, in my opinion, as he's kind of built better for it. Looking at the offensive line, tackles are set, which are the most important position. So if you're going to have 2 players that were really good and the rest are kind of bad, this is a good situation, right? You can work with this. If you have bad tackles and your interior is great, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. The tackles are most important. So, I'm glad that that's the case. Definitely looking to draft linemen in the first round next season, most likely. But receiving options, running back, apparently quarterback, looks pretty good. Of course, looking at the defensive side of things, Browning should still be the starter. I know they got Perriman on the 2-year, but he has played. He's just played as the backup, which I suppose a 2-year $6, it's kind of backup money, right? I mean, unless you can, try to have like a crazy comeback in your career. Safeties are decent. Chin, I would like to see another step up. It'd be nice to see him ball out. Duke's very, very big draft pick, because now we have a 77 overall at DT number 2. So looking at the team, we improved massively at DT2. The overall team in general got better after year 1. Obviously, Sam Darnold's way better. So overall, I mean, this should be a playoff season. Very close to, if not. Be kind of disappointed for sure, though. Ooh, okay, dude. Yeah, this one we might have to hold off on a little bit. A 5-year 164 is quite the jump up. Okay, I did not expect this in the slightest. I really hope he gets a superstar. 20K. He doesn't. Still really good, though. That is, like, beyond surprising. That is really shocking. I was really thinking maybe we should have traded up for that pass rusher. Oh, we should have seen where he went. What team did he go to? I think it was the Patriots. Let's take a look. Because I was debating on it. I was like, you know what? He's got a chance to continue, upgrading. And obviously there, turns out to be a really good decision. Was he on the Patriots? It was not. Who did he go to? Here he is, the Colts. Can already tell that he's got to be a pretty decent overall, considering he's already a 79 overall. Started as, 676 already, almost 80. And he is only star. Okay, good decision not to draft him, I guess, or trade up for him. And now his contract's the same. Let's take a look at the season he's having. Ooh, I don't know. I didn't change anything on the scheme or anything like that. And, yikes. I don't know, dude. We do have other contract offers or to make. Greg Little. I mean, we can afford Darnold. It's just like, I don't want to be stuck with him. 4-year 24 for Greg Little. I think that's a good contract. Him moving to guard was a very good move, obviously. Kind of built for it, I suppose. David Moore, going to let him go. Matt Paradis, we gave him a contract last season. May do it again. We'll see. And just like that, as you would have expected, we go 6-10. I don't know how that happens. No change of scheme. Players only got better. There's not someone that I can remember that we lost that was major. I mean, people were better. Players got better. They just didn't play better. Of course, the yards are solid, so we're not going to up Darnold's overall, but I don't think we should lower it either. Interceptions happen. I suppose that's not a great season by any means, but with the yards, it's not the worst season. Robbie Anderson could go to X Factor, which would be clutch after the long signing as well. Brevin, meh. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't really say meh. The touchdowns are meh. That's kind of what I want a tight end for. Hey, besides showing off for the ladies. Am I right? You want the tight end for the red zone. Even though he's other than weight, he's pretty much the same size as Anderson, which is, I guess, is important. But, yeah, touchdowns are low. Yards are very high, obviously. Blocking was kind of a meh. A couple of tacklers over 100. Sack totals in general, not really looking too promising there. Dante Jackson has a good season. Maybe goes to superstar with those picks. Duncan, not bad. Kick return touchdown for Penny. No punt return touchdowns. There's really no point in looking at awards. The best we would have had is maybe a rookie award. We really just did not have a good year. Maybe Robbie Anderson wins wide receiver of the year, but at the end of the day, there's nothing really to look at. No MVP, no quarterback, none of that. And the Browns win over Washington. All right, so let's take a look at the dev-ups. If we had any 87 overall team, and we did have some. Darnold, superstar development trade. Does he deserve it? I can't tell for sure. Good spin. The spinny one, that's the one that he makes sense to have. We're going to allow it. And when's the next time we're going to see Darnold do good? Oh, yeah, I answered it. Never. Literally never. Robbie Anderson goes to X Factor. My dude. Max security, grab and go, deep out elite. That's all pretty fair stuff, actually. Defensively, hey, we're popping off. Actually, we're not really popping off that much. I forgot Gross Matos got a dev up. We are popping off. We got Dante Jackson, a superstar, which is massive. Shaq Thompson, he's 29, so it's maybe a little too late for him. Hassan Reddick, though, 28. I would say it's too late for him, but he is already... He's not a pass... I thought maybe they would have developed him as a, as a coverage guy. I guess he is a pass rusher. Okay. I thought he was kind of like a hybrid type. I know he's a pass rusher, but this team would kind of build him as, like a two-way type of player, I would imagine. But I guess now he's just a straight up pass rusher. Interesting. So maybe he did deserve that 5-year 80. Oh, well, too late. Also, Darnold, tag, 40 mil. He's banking. But I didn't know if I wanted to keep him. And even now, after Superstar, you would think you want to keep him, but performance-wise, I don't know if it matters. It is what it is. We'll see. We're going to re-sign him, let's be honest. But still, we should have just re-signed him, damn it. I wanted to do the realistic thing, all right? I mean, you're having a season like that. Do you re-sign him? I don't know. A 5-year 150, 165 locks you in for quite some time, right? So I didn't see it, I just didn't see it being the best option. I don't think we're there yet, but a guy like Joel Bitonio may make you that team. I just don't know if we can pass on him. I think what we're going to do is we're going to look at, because once for one, we have a top 5 pick most likely. Let's take a look exactly, because obviously it's an important piece of information. We have pick 5 exactly. How many needs do we have? Wide receivers, perfectly fine. Tight ends, fine. You need O-line. You need multiple O-line, to be fair. And then defensively, you can maybe use a middle linebacker. Not even maybe. You definitely could use middle linebacker. Maybe a corner. So you draft a lineman in the second or first round. You get Joel Bitonio. You get a cornerback in the second or first round. And your team's set. So yeah, Joel Bitonio, welcome to the team. Basically, it's going to cost us a lot, but hopefully he does join. This, I mean, honestly, obviously we're getting better with time, but honestly, I don't think we could really do much better to actually improve the positional pieces, rather just upgrade the overalls. Yikes, that would have been such a massive win. 87 overall guard for 2 seasons. Hopefully we actually have to pay someone, because obviously Darnold, we aren't going to feel the money because he's getting $40 million. So even if he gets $40 million, it's just going to seem like a straight trade-off. We have to look at the news before we do anything, though, because obviously we could see ourselves with a, maybe a guarantee Heisman-winning outside linebacker. Could be nice. Quarterback and all this stuff. So once again, we mentioned corner is somewhat on the need early first. What about this guy? Early first. These guys look decent. Hopefully this is a late first. Be late. He's really good, but no late first for him. Not seeing it at that position. Safety could be on the list. I don't know how long. Ooh, that guy looks really good. He looks just like a best available type pick. He's not big enough to play. Oh, what about Chin at linebacker? Not really developing super well as a safety. Maybe linebacker is the move. I don't know. He probably drops a little bit, but Raekwon McLean, what an interesting name to say the least. Fast. Third rounder, so I'm not going to put him on the list. Who was the guy? Dorsett? Speed rusher Dorsett, early first. I mean, probably worth it because, they did say he was. Ooh, McLaughlin. We do need a DT. Potentially, Derek Brown needs a contract. I don't know who we can afford. But yeah, we're getting into that position where money's going to become an issue because we have to pay, a quarterback. When you're paying a quarterback like Darnold, the kind of money he's getting, it starts to become a bit harder to build a team or at least keep a team around the quarterback. So, that window's kind of getting a little iffy, especially with the wide receiver money we're paying. Griffin skipped the combine late first as a DT. We don't even really necessarily need that position anymore, but we're going to probably trade up to 22 to get him if he's there. That's just a position you can, that is just too OP, right? Connor Green could use a tackle. I mean, if we don't find someone worthy up there, there's really no... If that guy's not hidden, I'm forcing him. 7.0 grade mid-first projector. It's like he's a clear-cut gem. He's basically, I'd equivalent him to a center edition of DK Metcalf, right? We all know the potential. No one wants to take the risk. You take the risk, you make a good decision. Corey Robertson, the AI scouted him. Something tells me he's probably good then. So, I mean, in theory, maybe we dodge a bullet with... Nah, we didn't dodge a bullet. Joe Bitonio is automatically a win no matter what. Don't need a tight end, obviously. Wide receiver is on the list, so we'll take a scout around. Also, they had the quarterback. His name was Robertson. I don't see him anywhere. I know they didn't technically compare him to Brady, but they did say they're mad about his speed or his footwork or whatever. Do they not hear about a guy named Brady? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, link him to Brady technically, kind of. Not quite, but not, you know. I mean, realistically, unless we're going to take corner, which could be worth it in fairness, I don't think we should, though. I think we should trade down and juice this draft. They have questions about Derek Brown. I want to sign him, but if it's too expensive or this DT we get is actually really solid, you know, maybe we make a play. All right, I actually looked more into a guard. I don't know if I want to take a guard at 5, though, so I probably will trade down. If I lose him, I lose him. I think pick 5 has too much value not to trade down if you're going to take a guard. Maybe a tackle, but a guard's a little too high. He is early first talent, mid first grade. Looks really, really good, but 6'2", kind of built more of us as a center. So I think we're going to move down to pick 5. And also, like, this Robertson guy, is it actually the left tackle? And I maybe read it wrong? Oh, I thought for some weird reason that was us. Let's see if there's anyone offering. I would prefer, okay, pick 8 would have been nice, but obviously that's not this year. The Packers would be willing to give us quite a bit. That would be a hell of a trade. Move down to 12 and gain 44. Not the worst decision in the world. Oh, pick 8, the Dolphins. Can we get higher than 8? Is 8 not like... Should we not be getting more value than a 3rd? If it's fair, maybe I take it. But I would like to get a 2nd. That would be sick. Maybe I trade them. Oh, Jesus. No. It doesn't say it's fair, so 40. I'd be willing to give up 69. Which, mama. They're saying I'm giving too much. I'd be willing to do that. 5th round? Oops. 5th round instead. Let's see what it says. It says it's almost dead fair, so I'm gonna kind of force the trade if I can. Even though we're supposed to get that extra 5th, and even then they get a little bit extra value, I just wanted that 2nd so bad that I was willing to trade it. If we still get this guard, assuming he is hidden, obviously if he's normal, I don't really care, but if he's hidden, that would be a win. And they trade up for the Heisman-winning defender. The Giants have a shot, and they don't take him. I still want to trade down, man. That's tough. Are any of the good corners there? Mitch Harden is there. Oh, they mentioned Mitch Harden's. I thought they said some. What did they say about him? It said Harden, no combine. It said like he's something to do with an injury. I bet you he's hidden too. But we need guard more. Juan Henson it is. And I am glad we took him. Hidden development. Of course, with the overall, very likely to be star. Hidden development lineman it's literally like winning the jackpot. It really is. Like a hidden development lineman, in accordance to how rare it is at least, is like a top 5 pick guaranteed, right? Mitch Harden, ooh, Eagles. Gotta take a look at him, obviously. Do we have we had a D end. He could be gone, but we'll take a look at 20. We do have 2 decently high seconds. Oh, that was the guy, 100 percentile. Don't need to trade up anymore, I'll tell you that. 100 percentile. We could still take other guys, though. Do we want the linebacker? What about the safety? Is there anyone worth trading up for? Mid-second. That guy does look pretty good. I'm going to go down to our next pick, though. We definitely want the center as well. He just looks too good not to. And maybe it is cheating, but I've got to force him. If he's normal, I have to force him. This is tough. We need a linebacker more, but like I said, first things first, let's take a look. What's Jeremy Chinn's overall linebacker? For 1. So Jeremy Chinn needs a contract this year. Oh, that's bad timing. I don't know if I want to pay linebacker money for Chinn. I will take a look at his overall, though, just in case. 83 overall, so he drops not that badly. If this middle linebacker sucks, I want to bet. I really want to bet on this safety more than the linebacker. We need the center technically more, so we're going to take the center. Actually, wait, is the center a late? Late second versus late second. They're both late. I'm going to go with the center because, if we have one of these, we're really unlikely to miss both, but we'll see. Nick Herrera looks like a true... he could actually be a guard, but the weight's a little low. Got to be good, and he is good. This already is one of the best drafts we've ever had. Oh, he is... I don't know if he is a guard. He's got the speed for a guard, but that weight is low. Yeah, we can't lose both players, so there you go. McLean to the Giants, and then we will take the safety. This guy looks like a can't-miss player, right? Austin Baskett, and 73 overall. Oof. But we built it. They will come. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And for our next selection, Corey Robertson, actually, may be our selection. I'd seen I'm going to relook at that. What did it say? I swear it said something about a quarterback. Can we see it still? I have no idea. We don't really need another lineman. Well, we could use one. Nah, we're not going to risk it. Well, if he's there, I'll trade up. I swear. It said something about Brady. I didn't see if it was actually a quarterback, though. Corey Robertson. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. So the DT's not bad. 5th round pick. I mean, if you draft this Corey Robertson guy and he's actually good, like we have our line set for how long? It's only to the 3rd round. I'm willing to trade up. I don't know if this is the guy or not. Like I said, it's weird, but I didn't see a quarterback named Robertson. We're going to be betting on ourselves as well. This could actually be a pretty big win for them. We're going to trade our 3rd round next year. It's already projecting that it's not going to be very good, but I think this is a pretty fair pick, right? High 4th. Oh, it is fair. It's just slightly off. Slightly off. There you go. We still have a 6th round pick. We're going to take the lineman. We're going to go off. We're going to have the best lineman draft of all time. Corey Robertson. Here he is. Okay, I can't tell if it was him or not. That's not a bad pick at all, but obviously normal means basically nothing for us. We got ourselves a nice backup tackle for the next 4 years. Gotta love those 3rd round backup tackles. Career backups. Love it. And then James Hayden, which is very close to Harden. We've already drafted enough linemen. Let's try to see if we can get out like a 6th round for next year and then turn this into a someone. I don't know. Ooh, the Raiders might have done enough. I know this is kind of a short draft again, but the Raiders have done enough. The team's built, you know. We don't really need anyone. We got a couple of backups in free agency. We got some starters here. I mean, things are looking pretty good. See if we got any hidden developments. So we drafted 2 hiddens. Mr. Juan Henson, I obviously want to take a look at that corner. I want to... yeah. Superstar development traits. Now it's hard to move him from guard, right? I think he has to play guard now. Obviously, if Herrera's superstar, then we're going to make the swap. But Herrera, really good draft. Really good draft. And, yeah, star development trait. Okay, so still a really good class. And looking at the NFL, number 1 overall was a wide receiver with hidden. Ooh, that guy's looking really good. Oh, the traits. EA, stop. You can't dev up traits. It's so bad. That's what I want to see next Madden as well. Superstar, nice. I would like to see the game have traits as well. Like, instead of just, you know, Superstar or Star or X Factor, there'd be a trait where it's like, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from, you know, N'Keal Harry or something. I think he's going to have a really good game this week. And it's like, ooh, X Factor. That was a good trader for the Dolphins. Whatever you want to say. Obviously, there's many things that they could attribute to. Oh, that draft is filthy. That pick is filthy. They could say any number of things like, oh, I think he's going to be clutch in the red zone. And, you know, if he has 5 catches and a touchdown and doesn't drop the ball, he'll get, he'll get an aggressive or a possession trait upgrade, which would be sick. Thank God we didn't go Harden. He was not very good. It wasn't a bad overall draft overall for players, though. Oh, what about the pass rusher? What is this? He's like a right end. Mr. Griffin, 74 overall, and I'm glad we didn't get him. He's not bad by any means, but yeah, he wasn't that good. He was not going to be replacing Derek Brown or the other DT. I had a dream in my head that he was going to be hidden and really good, and we were going to be able to trade off one of those DTs for a 1st round, and we would have kept adding value, and yeah, it ended very quickly, obviously. But hey, I'm glad we didn't get him. Definitely would not have helped us in any way. Here we go. This team's overall has actually come along quite well. I almost just threw up on you, Al. I don't know what that was. 89 overall, obviously. Both tackles at 87. We have a superstar guard now, star center. Greg Little's on a 4-year 24, which is manageable, and he's not a bad overall. He's decently young still. Darnold, he's making 40 this year, so if we pay him we pay him like 35 a year, we'll feel like we've saved money, which just isn't true. McCaffrey, I don't know if I think they re-signed him in real life, so we shouldn't have to pay him anytime soon. Anderson is actually coming up soon, actually, again. Defensively now, we got some other signings like Derek Brown. Your tour has got to be pretty close himself. There's some names we do have to re-sign soon. Shaq Thompson might be a name that we can actually get rid of like this season or following this season and save some money. So hopefully we can afford the whatever signings we have to make this year, and then afterwards maybe rebuild some of the other positions. And hell, maybe, I mean, we should make the playoffs this year regardless, but hopefully, if not this year, next year. Oh my God. So, of course, for Sam Darnold, it's actually not that bad of a contract. It's, literally pretty much the same as last season, what he was asking for. Derek Brown, DT, super hard position to fill, at least a good one like him. 5-year 65 makes sense. Chin needs, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. 5-year 40, we'll take it. Yatir Gross Matos. I don't know about that now. Troy Prod, I think he let him go too. It's not bad, but a 4-year 27 for a guy that's only 82 overall at 25. I'll debate it. Brian Burns. Pass rusher is one of the most important positions in the league. I would say that's like number 2 in the entire league. Number 2 position of need. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think you can afford to keep 2 pass rushers at that price. We are at the deadline. Nah, we're just going to have to let him go, aren't we? That's going to hurt. I mean, we can afford him, right? Screw it. We'll worry about it later. Troy Pride, that may be one we have to worry about. Now we'll sign him too. Screw it. Give me them all. Like, he's actually a really good overall. He could play the... Nah, we got to just keep him there. We have Mentor, but, you didn't get up overall high enough. Was it Mentor? Nah, dude. Oh, this is the safety. I don't know why I thought this was a wide receiver, but hey, that's a win. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, come on, man. 8-8 with this squad. How do we do the work? Like, we were 9-7 to start this. And then we lose. Oh, look at this. Not even, I was saying like the first season. How do we lose the last 4 of 5? Sam Darnold won't be an X factor here. He's okay. He's playing okay. No scheme change, yet somehow we're playing worse. DJ Moore should be an X factor. O-line performances. That's not a bad offensive lineman performance, actually. Jeremy Chin, pretty much similar stuff. Sack totals, that's pretty good for Madden concerns. Chin was actually really good. Could get himself a dev up. Should get himself a dev up, actually. We're going to go one further. Chin was number 4 for the Rookie of the Year award, so pretty good. DJ Moore, the number 1 wide receiver. Headed on to year 4 with 0 playoff berths. Right? We didn't... Did we have one year 1? No, we didn't. We didn't have a single playoff berth. Love it. Absolutely love it. Means a ton. Thanks, man. Winner of the Super Bowl is the Titans over the Saints. We're now at 91 overall. What else can we do at this point? 92 overall for Darnold. How old is he? 27? 27 exactly. DJ Moore does go up to X Factor. There's not really much more we can do for deving up. Defensively, we get... Chin goes to Superstar. No surprise there. Thompson, obviously, we're going to be letting go. Dukes, would be nice to see him get to DT, to Star. I mean, not DT1. Star development trait. Really, the best we can do is get a new linebacker. That's honestly it. There's nothing else we can do. Greg Little's locked up. Every other lineman position set. Receivers are great. Running back's like one of the best in the league. Darnold's a top 10 quarterback. Jordan's like a top probably 10 tight end. 12, fair enough. Defensively, I mean, like I said, linebacker. Ford's probably getting there, though. 25, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you could really do to get this team better, honestly. And if we have the money, which apparently we do, I'm going to sign Tommy Townsend. If he wants to join, he will consider it. And by that, I mean he re-signed. So I don't know if we have to re-sign, but I mean, I just don't think there's anyone we need to sign. Chase Young, cool, man. Ironically enough, making less than Burns here, even though he's just as good, if not better. And obviously, we're not as guaranteed. That's a lot less guarantee, considering it's only 3-year. Gilmore, if we didn't go for Pride, we could have probably paid for this 1 year for Gilmore, but we did, so forget it. I mean, there's really not... I mean, best case scenario, what do you do? Like, there's just no one. I guess you can try to find like a cheap linebacker 1 year deal. Or there was only one decent news story, and it was this guy, Al Carnegie, who had a very good power move, or very good bench press. He was looking really fast. That guy looks really solid. Of course, the whole data reorder glitch. I mentioned this on Twitter the other day, and by the other day I mean yesterday, and by yesterday I mean this morning, and it's a whole thing. He should go top 5, right? Should go top 5. This would be a great pick for Seattle. Yes! Seattle with the win. Obviously, in this one, I really don't know what to take because it's not often where we're just absolutely loaded to the point where I just don't even feel like we have someone to take. But that's kind of the case here. I honestly almost want to take this wide receiver. It may just be best available. Honestly, McBath was talked about. We don't really need him, though. I mean, I guess maybe Paris Ford, you get rid of him, but realistically, I just don't know what you do. We are so loaded. I actually do want the wide receiver. I take it back. I want the wide receiver. We need him the most. I don't know if Anderson needs a contract now. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford him. What's the story? But wide receiver is actually probably the biggest need because we need a guy at number 3 anyways. And that was probably him right there, and it was. We're going to lose the corner as well, but I really just don't even care anymore. I wanted the wide receiver the most. Thought I could have got sneaky at 13, but I guess not. And now at number 17, Landon Parker. He was the Heisman-winning quarterback. Absolute steal for the Vikings, who have just been crushing it. Early second, maybe. Linebacker, big need, but we can get him. Start of the second or maybe trade up, whatever the case is. There's a lot of talent. It's just, once again, we just don't really need any of these players. It's just, who do we need out of all these players? We just don't need any. I'm actually going to just reach and take the DT now. Doug Dodson maybe replaces the Luke's guy we have. I have no idea. 74 overall normal. I mean, there's just nothing to take. There really just isn't. I mean, I suppose we'll trade up for Stan Fox. We could probably wait a little bit. There's 2 linebackers. Stan Fox looks like the best one, but he's not like the guaranteed clear-cut best guy. Well, at least on paper. Let's go to the Chiefs, see what it costs. Probably not much. It's not completely fair. We actually gained on this one, but we got cucked in the other draft by a lot more than that, so I do not care. You expect me to care? Because I don't. Stan Fox looks really good. Hope for the best. 74 overall normal. Day 1 starter. You debate if he's even a coverage linebacker rather than a pass rusher. Oh well. Now with this pick, there's actually a couple of decent players. Lindsey Lamb. Don't really need him. He's 23. If he was younger, if he was 21, 22... I'd definitely go for him, but since he's not, I think this is going to be a trade-up for Mr. Bradley Rice. Going to be trading up as much as we can for this player. I mean, is there anyone we could trade? So obviously we'll trade these 2 picks. Wide receiver Anderson, obviously if we can't afford him, I'd at least want him for one more season anyways. Howard's pretty young. We have no spot to start him. And I don't think there's anyone else. Oh yeah, we also got Tavai on a 1 year. Which probably isn't good. Actually, we can get rid of Baron Browning as well. I don't know what they value this at, but I'm going to give them Baron Browning and Howard. That's not bad. It's really not. They could use a lineman. They could use a linebacker for sure. So I actually kind of like this trade. There you go. I think that's a really fair trade. A 23-year-old and a 25-year-old with still time to develop. Bradley Rice looks all right. He's definitely a good number 3 at least, and he is 74 overall. Another really high overall normal, though. I'll take it. Aggressive catch as well. That's actually a pretty big win. That's a win. Let's go to the start of the 5th. See if there's anyone trade up worthy. Probably going to go for a fullback in this one as well. There's a really solid looking fullback, but I don't even remember. I don't even know if we've drafted a hidden fullback. I don't even know if there is hidden fullbacks anymore. 73 overall to the Titans. Not a bad one. Running back. 24 years old, but really fast. 24 sucks, but a late 5th, a 4-year running back or a 3-year running back, whatever he may be. It's not bad money. Nah, we're going to trade down. Screw that. If he's there in the 6th round, I'll take him, but we can get a decent play for this. Patriots 5th round next year, that's kind of a win for them because we're trading a 5th for a 5th. If they're anywhere even close to the 20s or late 20s, it's a win and a half for them. And unfortunately, it seems like a little high. Oh, one of our other fullbacks is gone. Cam Sweat looks like the best one, but he is older. 31 reps there, 29. JD May looks better, but an A lead block. We'll take a 6th round fullback. Why not? What are the chances of that? Honestly, it doesn't matter in the slightest. I really don't care, but what are the chances? If the other fullback's there, I'd like to see what his dev is. I don't know if someone's going to draft him, though. We'll take another random wide receiver. Why not? Tracy White. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Did we land a single hidden outside of the fullback, though? Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad draft. The slot wide receiver's got plenty of time to develop, maybe even develops into the number 2 at some point, but the only hidden development is the fullback. He's 23, and 99% chance he's star only. And even if he was superstar, who cares? Superstar. Yeah, unless somebody drafted him right at the end, I think the other guy would have went undrafted. And he did. So I think they usually get signed before we get a chance to sign him, but let's see. Had a 50-50 shot. What was it? That's not him. That's not him. Yeah, I think he was signed, right? Such a scam that these guys get the free reigns on these players. There he is, May. And, he was also hidden. Okay, so I was like, oh, wow, look at us. We made a great play, which realistically we probably didn't because this guy's younger and his ratings actually look better than our guy, too. Oh, well. Hey, 2 hidden development fullbacks, though. That's a win. I don't see hidden. To be fair, I don't really look for fullbacks often, but I don't usually see hidden fullbacks very often at all. I'll use the Coach XP in a moment, but here we are, year 4. I mean, the team can't really get much better. Robbie Anderson is like halfway retired at this point. I don't know if he needs a contract this year or next year. Darnold, I mean, it's, well, I guess only 11K XP to upgrade. At best, he gets like another 2 to 4 overalls for the rest of this entire rebuild. DJ Moore is going to max this season or very close to max. Brevin Jordan starting to get a little expensive, 9,300 XP per upgrade. O-line, Taylor Moton, he's just going to hold on at this point. Greg Little maybe had an upgrade point or 2. Left guard and center. And, Slater should go up. If this isn't a playoffs, I'm going to put it this way. If this isn't a playoff season, the rebuild ends. But if we go, we make the playoffs, we don't win the Super Bowl, we will do a 5th season. But if we don't make the playoffs, I'm going to call it there. I'm just going to say we built a hell of a team. Darnold worked out. EA just sucks, simply put. Or maybe if it's looking really bad, I'll just force win or something. I don't know. But, this team's a playoff team, obviously. It's sick. All right, this Bradley Rice guy looking pretty good. Already has star. I didn't think rookies could get 20K, though. That's OP. All right, so we have some re-signings. Oh, my God. Oh. I think we can afford everyone. But, we're at that situation. Superstar, you got to. Especially in a user league, you have to because he has abilities. But, 6-year deal for Brevin. The team's broke. Obviously, the team's broke. But we have started. Obviously, Ford's going to be let go. But we have started the replacement process for Robbie. So there's that at least. And, yeah, you're going to lose some players. But overall, I mean, you at least keep the team together for one final year. However, for that final year, there will not be one. And you might think, wow, you made the playoffs. What are you talking about? I had a force win. I had to force win the final 4 games just to finally get to the playoffs with this team. And we were going against teams with winning records. So this is the final season, all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. First game you lose, you make it to the Super Bowl and lose, whatever it may be. That's it. That's literally all I can tell you. Sam Darnold looks like he may actually go to an X Factor. That'd be a nice little clickbaity title. Bradley Rice looks like he's going to go to a superstar. So you have that going for you, but it doesn't change anything. The end of the day is this is the best the team's going to get because you got to get rid of Robbie Anderson next season for the season because you just can't afford anyone else you may need to re-sign. So you got to get rid of Robbie Anderson. So this is like the trio rather than a future duo. And obviously, even though Rice was great, he's still going to be on the lower end. Such a disappointing end to this, but we'll see. Maybe they can win with us forcing. Sam Darnold did get to number 2 MVP twice, and he, of course, won Offensive Player of the Year and Quarterback of the Year for the NFC side. Bradley Rice obviously dominated as well in his first season here. But at least we get to see the playoffs, even though we did have to force win our way here. Going up against the Saints, we're just getting absolutely cucked in sim. It's just so disappointing. See, the Chiefs are in the playoffs, the Saints are in the playoffs, and we force one against both those teams that are very unlikely to win against. What a disaster, dude. So bad. Maybe we'll see some sort of undeserved Super Bowl trip, though. 21-7, 21-10. Yeah, no chance. 28-10 already. Man, that is so bad. We missed the extra point. Oh, my, dude. The offense making it. Nope. For more winning, more forcing. I mean, what? We wanted sim, but obviously we didn't deserve it. Once again, playoff team, the Giants, and we lost that. I don't care. It is what it is. Whatever. Giants do make it to the Super Bowl against the Bengals, and the winner of this one is the Bengals. Of course, 93 overall team. Did he do it? And he did. 95 overall. Sam Darnold, The only upping we did was we got him to an 84, and that's it. We didn't force any devs. We didn't force any other overalls. That's it. We got him to escape artist for Darnold. What? So it does not matter speed at all. It's literally just if you get improviser to 90. What are those? Really bad. Well, I mean, we obviously changed his to pocket Deadeye. But red zone Deadeye, yikes. Agile extender, very bad, yikes. But escape artist with Darnold. That is the biggest plot twist I've ever seen. Robbie Anderson, once again, like we said, we would have to get rid of him here. He wouldn't even save that much. So yeah, the team would be completely screwed. You would just, you know, derail the entire team here just to pull off the final season. Bradley Rice, this will not get a reload because, I mean, the team's already really good. It's just the game doesn't like us. Bradley Rice did become an absolute god, though, I will say. This is a very good rebuild team, and we just got completely screwed, really. Unbelievable stuff, but that's pretty much going to be it. Let me know what you guys think of the Darnold trade. Once again, I think it's a little premature. I think you probably wait till the draft. Maybe there's another team that, like, makes the trade for him, but I don't know. At worst, you just risk it. Hope Atlanta doesn't take a quarterback, and then you make a trade up. I don't know. I feel like it's too premature, right? I feel like they went a little too premature. At best, I mean, I guess you'd keep your first-round pick, but maybe even Mac Jones at 8. I don't know. But overall, it worked out here. It's just, you know, we got cucked by EA Sim. There's nothing else to it. It had nothing to do with, you know, the team or Darnold or anything. It just EA cucked us. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this one somehow randomly, magically, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK Plays, and then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for a stream tonight around 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We might be playing zombies. We might be playing more COD Multi. We might be doing a little more Superstar KO. We might hop on God of War. There's a bunch of different things we may do. Tomorrow we will be likely back with some sort of franchise video or two. I doubt there'll be a second channel video today, but maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Which, of course, would be PKR Plays. Maybe check it out and be in the community tab if I do upload. But yeah, anyways, that's going to be it. I have a kind of a special rebuild plan for sometime later this week, probably. And if I can finish it, it's going to take a little bit of time. But that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!